So it's August time. I'm going to start the month with a departure first of all. PlayStation VR. I really did enjoy some of the experiences, but
the main experience you didn't enjoy.
God. Yeah, the best thing on the PlayStation VR of everything I played by far was the free add-on to the Star Wars Battlefront. That was amazing. Being in space, going up against Star Destroyer. And the second time around I was so close to being physically sick. I suffer from motion sickness, and I was laughing because when I first got it I had a few days no motion sickness. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get into this. So I played with PlayStation VR Worlds and things like that, and no issues until it comes to actually supposedly moving as well. When you stood in a place doing this, but when your body's supposed to be thrown around and it's not, it's sat still, yeah, it didn't get in. So it didn't get in anywhere, didn't enjoy it, and it died. So had a crazy busy month. I've been to up Norwich, pickups here, there and everywhere, and we've been to Play Away, so I've got quite a bit of junk this month. And start with a couple of PSP games that I picked up from Play Away. These first one is Spectral vs Generations.
It's a very good 2D beat 'em up. Yeah, it's not like fantastic, but it's kind of good.
Yeah, it's really enjoyable, it's playable, because I've actually bought the PS2 version of this from Ian's as well, many moons ago, and put it on, because I remember saying to you, what's this, Tony, when we was in there, and I got home really happily surprised.
Because I had it.
Yeah, and really enjoyable. And I've never seen, this is the only place I've ever seen the PSP version is at Ian's in Play Away. Rest in peace. And so, yeah,
well,
half price.
The Play Away, that is, not Ian. Ian is fine. You saw him the other day.
He's still out boot fairing. Boot funting?
Boot funting? That sounds rather dodgy.
Yeah. Don't know what boot funting is, but yeah.
Oh, so he was it's not something I'd want to put into Google, let's put it that way. Especially not an image search.
Yeah. That would just be minging, I tell you. Yeah, so when we was in there, they was doing really good sales. They was doing like most of their games for most of them were half price: PSP, PS2, original Xbox, Wii, and then like the Xbox One and PS4 and stuff like that. They were all like buy two get one free. So I paid $4.75 for Spectral vs Generation. Really chuffed. I've just never seen it anywhere else on the PSP, and I do still to this day play my PSP, which is weird because I never used to like handheld consoles. And this one I bought on a punt because I was in the moment and I was like, did I have this originally? And I did have it originally, but it was amongst a lot I sold. And so I have it again, and that is Capcom Puzzle World.
Which is a nice compilation. It's not that many, there's only 3 on there.
3, yeah.
There? So
it got Super Puzzle Bowl, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, Block, Buster Bros, Super Buster Bros, and Buster Bubbles. Yeah. But Puzzle Fighter alone is worth it because I freaking love Puzzle Fighter. I could play that game all day, every day. And I always remember going down Duncan and Bob's many years ago and being undefeated all night when we used to play Winner Stays On. And yeah, I mean, I love the old Diamond.
I really don't like Puzzle Fighter. I just don't get it. I really don't understand how to play it. I really don't. It's give me Puyo any fucking day. It's, way better.
It's quite similar to Puyo, but then again, these all multiply and combine.
Yeah, and then there's all special moves and weird combinations you've got to do. It's like, no, fuck that. I just want it simple. So.
$4.75 from Ian's.
Very good buy.
Purchase. Let's go into my piece of paper, some stuff I should mention. And the first thing I should mention is, I've got a couple of, on the Xbox One, I've got a couple of season passes because they've done some awesome sales recently. The first one I got is The Evil Within. And I know there's 2 story missions, 3 story missions. Now I know there's 3 story missions. One where you play as the woman, and I think different characters. Are they all different characters?
I think so. And I think they're all different. I think.
And they just carry over the story arc to kind of finish it off. And I don't know if it sets it up for Evil Within 2. I mean, I don't know if they knew Evil Within 2 was going to happen, but I really enjoyed it. And to show that the guy from Resident Evil was still as good as his game as ever be, Shinji Mikami. Yeah. The start of that game.
Not Mikami.
Yes, sir. The start of that game is fantastic. I mean, you just don't know what to do. You shit yourself. But The Evil Within, really good game. Now, my next
Resident Evil 4 clone.
My next pickup pisses me off. It pisses me off massively because I bought, as Tony did, the Forza Horizon Ultimate Pack, and we paid quite a bit for us, £80.
Yeah.
And up until wanting to play these, I was totally unaware you didn't get them. I was totally unaware you didn't get Thingy Mountain and Hot Wheels track. I thought you got them with the Ultimate Collection. I didn't.
You got the disc version, didn't you?
Yeah. I didn't.
I got a digital one. I got them.
Yeah, so I had to buy them because I wanted to play them. But lucky enough,
Told
it
ya.
was on sale.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 15 quid. So unhappily bought them. I went onto the Turn 10 website and called them a bunch of cunts. Like over 50,000 other people had done as well. So it wasn't just me. But yeah, I mean, the Hot Wheels track, I was going to love playing that. I'm going to love playing it. And especially, it's not Storm Mountain. What's it called? Something Mountain, isn't it?
Yeah.
I see it every time I turn. There's a main advert for it. But yeah, so I got that. I also bought...
Because it was Storm Island, wasn't it? That's what you're thinking. Yeah. And 2, it was Storm Island.
Yeah.
Blizzard.
Blizzard Mountain, that's it. It's all based on snow. So I bought on the Xbox One, which I'm really happy with after playing it for a little while, is Sonic Mania. Yay! Okay, so I got the collector's edition with the statue. Mine turned up, had a bit of its fun missing. Quality, really shit. I don't care what the sites say, really shit. First thing I did was message Stuart, because he picked it up as well, and he's like, no, mine's completely crap as well. But I sent my one back, and the very next day, got another one, and it turned up, and, well, still not great. It was yeah, good enough. But, oh my god, playing a Sonic game and enjoying it, not forcing myself to enjoy it, and pretending it's good, is really, really fucking refreshing.
It does look fucking awesome. I'm going to wait until it's on sale because I'm a tight ass.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Yeah,
this game is actually made by modders that have made really good Sonic games, and Sega finally admitted, fuck, we can't make a good 2D Sonic game, so let's give it to people that can. And Sega, big thumbs up for doing that, because I only played through Green Hill Zone and the first of the second stage, which is like something else. Yeah. But they're so big, the levels are so big, there's so much to them, there's so much hidden, there's new moves. And it's just so much fun to play.
At long last.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, it should be on the Mega Drive. And the Mega Drive that comes with it is really cheap and tacky. But when you turn it on, it does go, Sega! So that's a plus.
Right.
Yeah, so I've really, really, really enjoyed the little bit I've played so far. And as I said, it's so good to enjoy a Sonic game. It's so, so good. Have my hopes up for Sonic Forces. I expect to be really knocked back down to the ground with that one, but I don't care. We have a good Sonic game at long last.
So 20 years.
Yeah. And as up in Norwich, I bumped into Aaron, a DC Junkyard guy, and fantastic. Great chat, great little long chat with him, popped in his shop. And as always, he prepared some gifts for me. The first gift was Half-Life on the Dreamcast. And then this modded Dreamcast. I mean, these two bits, wow. Dude, can't thank you enough. You gave me some games last year. One of the games wouldn't work on the Dreamcast. So we thought this year I'm going to mod this Dreamcast and change things around so everything plays. And yeah, can't thank you enough. Big thumbs up, and it's going to get played a lot. But I don't want it to break. Everything breaks. No.
No, Dreamcast break, they're crap.
Yeah.
When it comes to quality and stuff, they're not very good machines. So not as bad as an Xbox 360, but still shit.
Picked up a couple of NECA figures this month. It's really difficult because the amount I've sent back over the years, I mean, they are cheap versions, but the paintwork is freaking awful.
Well, they're not cheap.
They're not as cheap as Hot Toys. Not as expensive as Hot Toys.
But they're a lot more expensive than, say, a Kenner series figure, like a Black series figure.
Yeah, £12 isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to like the 30 or 35 that they are now.
Yeah.
But I got I had an issue on eBay, and eBay gave me a £10 voucher. So I basically bought the Aliens NECA figure from the arcade game. They were really, really good. And when I was away, I also picked up a day out with the family in South End. I picked up Lambert, so happy with that. What else have I got? Oh yes, other bits to mention. A piece of paper helps.
Got to admit, it does sound like a Last of Summer Wine character.
Yeah. Lambert.
Yeah, Lambert, make sure you're home in time for your supper. You know, it just does.
I will do what the aliens after me. Got some add-ons for me, Lego Dimensions, Sonic Dimensions, for my Lego Dimensions. I got all the story packs last month. This month, Game are basically clearing them out. They're like 15 quid a pack. So we've got the level packs. I've got...
You got Goonies and you got Adventure Time.
And there's footage. Here comes footage. So Goonies, yes, I love the Goonies. Adventure Time, my God. I don't know nothing about Adventure Time. When I was playing it, I was just banging my head against the wall trying to figure everything out. Didn't enjoy playing it.
Does kind of show that the game's not that good if it's just fan service.
Yeah, yeah. I just don't like Adventure Time. I got 2 figure packs because they were clearing them out at like 6 quid each. I got the 18, which is Billy Rackus and the Van. That's cool because you get your own little Lego world to play about him. And I got the Knight Rider one because you get Michael Knight and Kit Kat. You get your own like hub world, and it's just a hub world you play about. You do mini missions and there's no story or anything like that. But it's great fun, and it's pretty cool going around to the Knight Rider startup mission. But after an hour of replete on play, which is why I say it was rather irritating. And lots of plushies, Sonic plushies. Thank you, Ian. Thank you. And the last bit of my magical piece of paper is a reminder that I bought a PlayStation 4 game. I shot through it quite quick, and I've got Uncharted: The Lost Legacy.
Thoughts?
Yeah, it's Uncharted, really good. The dynamic between the two women is fantastic. It's Uncharted, very short. I mean, you can see originally it's supposed to be an add-on. It's like they've added a couple of levels. I mean, the one bit they've tried to extend it is when you get to a little part and there's a hub world. They do little missions to find tokens.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
filler.
Yeah, filler. And that will take you 2 hours, but I skipped all that crap. I just did the main story, and I really enjoyed it. It plays like it's just Uncharted with different people, but the storytelling is fantastic. So I was worried about the storytelling because woman that used to do all the storytelling left to join other company, didn't she? But basically everyone from Naughty Dog left recently, so you always worry how different it's going to be. And not only one little mention of Nathan, so I enjoyed that. But yes. On to some bigger stuff. I shall start, as I said, all this stuff comes from all over the place. So I shall start with the original Xbox. CX in Lowestoft. I bought Burnout.
Original Burnout. Which, the thing is, the first 3 Burnout games just got so much better.
Every time.
Each time.
I prefer number 2. My favourite is number 2.
Yeah.
You prefer number 3, don't you?
3. I think 3 is the best. I think once you've played 2... you won't want to play 1. It's an interesting curiosity, but you won't want to play it. It's nowhere near as good. I think especially between 1 and 2, because they are so similar.
Yeah.
But 2's so much better, but they're very, very similar. 2 and 3, again, I think 3 is better, and it's hard to play 2 after you've played 3.
Yeah, I've not spent much time playing 3, so 3 could be better. But I've sunk so many hours into
2 and 3 are quite different. They're different car models and all this sort of stuff. They don't look quite the same or anything. But 1 and 2, 1 really is like superfluous. It's worth having, but you're better off playing 2, in my opinion. You know, it's only going to cost you what, 50p to £1 or something.
Yeah, I mean this was £1, and the funniest thing is every time I've seen this everywhere, it's been the not for sale version. I've not seen the normal version.
Yeah.
Have you got the normal version?
I haven't got it.
Yeah, does it not exist?
Yeah, I've got 2 and I've got 3. But,
yeah, a game I picked up many moons ago, when our first bundle of pickups, I think it was.
And they're going to come out to play.
But the disc, never worked. That is The Warriors. James Remar. I always forget his name when referring to Warriors. I always forget James Remar's name, but I remember tonight.
It's actually mad because with the movie, they weren't actually like martial artists or anything.
No.
They were all dancers.
Yeah,
all
of course it is, yeah.
They were all dancers. They weren't actually like...
I was thinking about the game. Of course the game is...
They weren't actually martial artists or anything. They were all dancers. And there was actually a really cool thing on YouTube. It's worth looking up. I think it was off a DVD or something. Or Blu-ray.
Is it them all dancing?
No, it's actually them going back on the subway.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like 30 years later or something.
Yeah.
35 years later, going back on the subway. They're wearing all the jackets and everything, and they go back on the subway and just kind of explore what, stories and stuff of what happened during the movie, and they're just talking about being there and stuff, and it's really, really cool, really worth checking out.
When I watched the film, there was an extra, and it was actually showing them all dancing, warming up, and seeing James Remar do like ballet stuff.
Yeah,
it's quite weird.
Yeah, it's really.
Don't expect
but I say it's so strange because they're all dancers,
James Remar was always like the strange X-Files guy or something, weren't he? He always was cast as that.
And with this game though, it is one of the very, very few games that's quite close to Yakuza.
Yeah.
It's also similar to Beat Down Fists of Vengeance as well,
cool.
with that kind of scrolling beat 'em up kind of vibe, but in a sort of world sort of thing. It's I think they're the only 3 I can think of. Shenmue does not count as that because it only has a tiny amount of fights, tiny amount of fights. So
I probably think of about 6.
There's very few.
6.
There really is a very,
the last
very
one's
few.
a very, very long one.
It's got this... with 2, there's a load more fighting in it. But there's this complicated deep fighting engine, and it's all focused around it, but there's almost no fights. It's such a strange game. But yeah, Back onto the Warriors, very good game. It is fun, and it's quite cheap. So
it's I got it for £2.50 in CX. It's 4 squids. But yeah, yes.
Awful game. I actually hired this. It was rented this from Blockbuster when it come out because it looked funny. I saw the trailer and the whole thing about wieners and immature humour, kind of, you know.
BM Triple X.
And if I'm correct,
oh, you know something I don't.
no, it's not.
No.
It's only the American release. It actually had a blank cover. It's black.
Yeah,
which didn't have any like screenshots or anything. It was just like BMX Triple X on it.
Oh right, yeah.
And it was just like black cover. It was really weird. Yeah,
right.
And then you kind of took it home and then put the proper case on, and it was a bit more explicit.
Yeah, okay.
So I think it's only the American copy that did that.
I think this is like a Matt Hoffman style BMX
but really
series.
bad.
Yeah,
the biggest problem is there's a lot of humour in there. It's quite funny actually. Some of it's just totally juvenile shit. But it's, you know, it just doesn't play even vaguely decently. It's horrible. I love Matt Hoffman's, I love Dave Mirra, and that's not as good as Matt Hoffman's, but I love Dave Mirra's games as well.
Yeah.
And I was expecting something at least close to Dave Mirra, and it's really bad. I don't know how it's aged now, but
we ain't doing the first play.
It's not good.
no. Bit of a punt on this next one, but it's always quite expensive everywhere. But say in the end, knocked it down to £2.50. That is Justice League Heroes. It's got the Justice League in it, and it looks like every other Justice League Hero collaboration game. Scrolling.
What other Justice League Hero collaboration games
are
you referring to?
The one on the PS2 that was called Justice League Heroes. It's very similar.
In other words, it's nothing like any of the other games,
Yeah.
and what it's actually like is X-Men Apocalypse and X-Men 1. And also the Marvel Alliance games. It's basically exactly the same as those.
But with DC characters.
Yes, it's exactly the same as those with DC characters.
Yeah. The only one I can't name on the back is the woman in the hat.
Zatanna.
Yeah, still don't know who she is.
She's the master of magic, mystery and illusions.
Yes. He got me back into comics. I read like 90 million comics because of him. The thing that he got me into the most was fucking Babylon 5, because he gave me one video. And like 2 days later, I'm like, finished it, more! Yes, filler, SpongeBob SquarePants, lights, camera, action. I played a little bit of this.
Nasty Mario Party garbage.
Yeah, I played a very little bit of this. It wasn't particularly great.
Unless you're a huge SpongeBob fan, or you have like a little kid that's a SpongeBob fan, you want to play it with them, they'll enjoy it, you know.
This is like a pound from the lowest off.
It's a Mario Party thing, you know. If you want to play it with your kids, it's great.
And Kira loves SpongeBob, so she loves Patrick especially. They all seem to love Patrick, don't they? So the game has just had a HD remaster, and I've still never played to this day. I watched Adrian play it. That's Voodoo Vince. Did you play this?
No, it's surprising how many of these platformy type things there actually were on the original Xbox, like, you know, Blinks and Vex and most of them, to be honest, were actually pretty solid. They really were.
Collectathons as well,
I think Vex, no, they're all Mario fucking 64 things, really.
Yeah.
They're all, you know, Mario 64 rip-offs, generally.
No pain,
but,
no gain.
You know, I've not played that one, but I've heard it's pretty decent. But
I do like, they look like, the 2 characters in the background look like Skylanders.
I think all of those kind of games look very Skylander-esque, you know.
Yeah. It's a Sega game I didn't have, but I have
sequel to a Dreamcast game.
Yes, which is Headhunter's Redemption. I have the Dreamcast game, but I've not spent more than about 5 minutes on it. Did the original Headhunter also come to original Xbox?
No, it comes to PS2.
So it came to PS2.
It comes to PS2, but not the Xbox.
Yeah, I played it. So I played the original for a little bit. I quite enjoyed what I played, but the controls were awful on the Dreamcast. I think we said before, the controls on the Dreamcast pad were pretty much awful on nearly everything.
Yeah.
But it might be playable. It's got Sega on it.
That I got quite far into it, and I actually really enjoyed it because I love Metal Gear Solid. It's very Metal Gear Solid, and only it's got like a more cyberpunk feel. It's got like a sort of Blade Runner, you know, William Gibson, or whatever his name is, sort of feel to it. It's very
Futuristo.
Yeah, but it's just that sort of cyberpunk thing.
Yeah.
But I got stuck, and I got stuck on something so stupid that I still don't know what I was stuck on. I just got to a room, and there was nowhere to go. There was nothing. I looked, and I spent hours doing this, looking and trying, pre-internet of course, looking, trying to find out what I was supposed to do, where I was supposed to go, and I spent like literally, I must have spent about 8 hours trying to get past this bit because I was actually really enjoying the game. Then I just never played it again. I never played it again.
Glitched up, maybe.
I don't know if it had glitched up. I actually reset. I reset as well. And
Does it have motorbike sections as well?
no, that doesn't. The first one does. The
yeah.
first one does, but they've taken all this out. Basically, you don't actually play the same character. You play as a girl.
Okay.
But the other main character's in it. He's like a partner of yours, kind of thing.
Oh right, yeah.
Eventually, story, you know. But yeah, you know, good game.
Yeah.
It's, you know, I recommend it, but I am going to play it again. I want to play the first one again because I never actually played the first one properly. I remember being touted because it actually came out after Metal Gear Solid 2, I believe.
Yeah.
Or in that period between the demo and the actual game coming out, which is actually quite a wide period, wasn't it, for Metal Gear Solid 2? But anyway, it was touted as being the Metal Gear Solid killer for the Dreamcast, and it was actually a decent game.
It wasn't a Metal Gear Solid.
But oh my god, it wasn't Metal Gear Solid 2.
I bought a PS2 just to play the Metal Gear Solid demo, and like everyone else, I had to send that demo off to get a working version of it over here in the UK because hardly anything works. Your PS2, if it loaded, your PS2 would overspin and then it would stop reading data. You'd be stuck; nothing else would load. But yes, couple of games from the same series, SSX3. And back in the day, me and Adrian absolutely loved playing these games. We played these loads. We played Amped as well, but we would definitely say that these were, no, not necessarily definitely say, but we really enjoyed these as well.
I am the other way.
Yeah.
He prefers that.
Yeah.
I am just Amped all the way.
Nothing
Amped. Amped 1 and 2. Not fucking the third one, it sucked.
Yeah.
But Amped 1 and 2, you
God,
could just
yeah.
lose weekends.
The style of the third one was awful.
You could just lose weekends to Amped 1 and 2. Just kind of like going on a wee snow surfing safari thing, just listening, because there was like 200 music tracks or something fucking crazy in it. And you just chill out and just play it, and it was just bloody great. Whereas that more arcadiness, I never got on with it.
I've never played this one. SSX Tricky, the sequel to SSX.
Because it's tricky.
Tricky. Yeah, so I have no idea of any more about this. I suppose it's more of the same.
Yeah.
There's actually no words on the back. It said intense racing rivalries, fresh DVD extras.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing to put on the back.
It is
fresh DVD extras.
It is such a fucking ADHD fucking back cover. It really is.
This was number 10405 in some store. Look,
I think that's a core audience for sort of most of the EA Sports big stuff was ADHD people.
Yeah.
I really, really, really enjoyed the NFL Street games. I thought they were really good. Actually,
played them.
So.
No. Any street game I played was FIFA Street. No, it was pants. It was just boring. Yeah. So over at Ian's, I picked up a few gamey wamies, and one of the games I bought on the Atari Lynx was Hard Driving, which is fucking hard, whatever console you play it on.
Yes.
Yeah, it's one of the. I love the Mega Drive version of it, but once again, ridiculously hard. But I've never played it on the Lynx.
I love the arcade. The arcade version was great, but you didn't last long on it.
No.
And
the Gaunt Gap weren't it in deal.
Yeah. And also, I played the Spectrum version to death.
Yeah.
I had it on the Spectrum.
Yeah, my God, I had it.
I played it to fucking. It was awful. I played that to fucking death. I really did. I played that so much, and it was just really bad. But
it's an okay game. In the arcade, it's really really good. But it's
I don't think it was ever
so
actually good. It was at the time. At the time, it was kind of interesting because it was like a 3D driving simulator, and there was nothing like that.
Yeah.
Was that at all?
Yeah. So over at Ian's, I wanted to get something special, because I had that. But believe it, over the years, I built up so much credit at Ian's that we had to use a credit note. So Anthony had some of my credit. I had some of my credit. I put a little bit of money towards it, but the game I finished up buying in there was Mega Man X on the Super Nintendo, and he knocked another tenner off of it, so I paid 49 quid for it. And I've never played this ever, but it was just use the last bit of my credit up. Something that everyone's
It's
going
a fucking
raved
good
about.
game.
Yeah, and nowhere near as expensive as 2 or 3 because the cart only for number 2 is like 300 quid now.
Yeah, but the thing is, you get the Japanese one. I mean,
Yeah.
I had the Japanese ones. I mean, they're like 15 quid.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, or get them on like the fucking download station for Wii, can't you? Because they're on there. Because I remember buying credit to get all of them, and then the sale ended the day.
Well, the thing is, just get the PlayStation 2 collection. I've got that.
That's on the collection, yeah.
It's on the. There's 2 collections, isn't there? There's the Mega Man Legacy collection, which is all the NES ones, and all the original Mega Man. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are on that. On the PlayStation 2. But then you've also got the Mega Man X collection.
That's right, American imports though, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there's the Mega Man X collection.
Yeah. You got them both at the same time, didn't you? If I remember
Both
correctly.
sealed.
Really cheap, like £8 or something each.
No, they're about £12 each.
£12.
But they were still fucking cheap.
Yeah. Have a look now. Just comment if you have a look and see any prices.
But the thing is, though, don't forget you are getting lots of games for that.
Yeah.
So you are getting like 10 games or something for it. So in each one. So.
Yeah. But this is really looking forward to playing this. I don't think I own any. I mean, I own. Yes, I don't think I own any original Mega Man games.
You've got the Legacy.
I got the Legacy edition, and I've got on some PSP and so forth. But yes,
Mega Man Anniversary Edition on the PS2.
Yeah.
Legacy is the one on the Xbox.
SNES Mega Drive game. My first SNES Mega Drive game. Yes, my first SNES Mega Man game. Up in Norwich. I got these from Regenerating Gaming. Basically, he let me have one for like £7 and then the other one was free. And the one I really wanted out of this most is... Oh, let's tell you what the games are first, shall I? Let me just get them out of the packet. No, let's not get them out of the packet. But anyway, the first one is Pandemonium. It's on the N-Gage. It's freaking hard to play.
It looks really weird.
It looks weird. Your eyes don't really go. The screen is so pushed in, and I got them. It wasn't great. And the biggest disappointment was because the freebie he chucked in was Puzzle Bubble. And you can't fucking play it with that screen. That you can't tell the difference between like greys and blacks. You just can't. And it's so small. So 2 N-Gage games, but not great, not happy with them. I'm disappointed with them. I'm going to send them to bed early without dinner. This was from the this is from Game Train and Lowestoft. And it's freaking excellent. Ricky's Papoon, yes. I mean, when I first saw it, I thought it was like that Payu Payu, exactly the same as Payu Payu. Slight similarities.
It's very similar, but it's almost just like a slight variation, like Tetris Battle or whatever, you know, or Bomb Bliss, whatever. It's like that game, which with an extra feature.
Yeah, and pushing the colours around and different bits coming down. I mean, I was confused to start off with, but 5 minutes later, I was like, yeah, I fucking like this.
Brilliant
I
game.
really
Brilliant
like
game.
this. And
really good.
It's really chuffed. I paid, I think it's £8. £8 I paid for that. So I was chuffed with that. These 2 I got from Regen. Again, Simon's in Norwich, and I've got them mainly to complete the collection because they're hard. I played Donkey Kong Country 2. I played a little bit of this with Duncan when he had it in a day, and I think it's irritating to play now, especially the one. That's the third one. So we'll talk about the third one. No, it's this one. One where you play as the woman, mainly start off with Dixie. Yeah. So. Yeah, Donkey Kong Country 2, what's your thoughts?
They're really good games, but they're no way near as good as the Mario ones.
Yeah.
We're not going to include Yoshi's fucking Island on that, because it just doesn't feel like a Mario game.
Yeah.
It might be called Mario World 2, but the fucking baby...
Yes,
but yeah,
that's quite irritating.
But you know, compared to like Mario World and Mario 3 and stuff like that, not a patch on them.
Yeah.
Still not quite as good as Sonic either. I think Sonic's even better than that. But still, a lot. It's still head over heels better than garbage like Bubsy and Aero the Acrobat and that sort of stuff. It's still way above those.
This is the irritating one. Donkey Kong Country 3, the other game I got from. This is Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. Yeah, I really hated this one straight away. Put it on. Did you play 3?
I played it briefly, and they're all sort of vaguely the same.
Yeah.
There's very little difference apart from the characters. There's very little difference.
Yeah, I mean, I thought back then when I played them, they were amazing and great. We put them on now, it's just they haven't aged very well.
I think they're all right. I actually think they've aged quite nicely. I thought at the time when they come out, they were gorgeous. They looked so good with their pre-rendered stuff.
Yeah.
It looks so nice, you know, compared to a lot of
Yeah,
sprite
because there's
stuff.
nothing else like it. There was nothing else like it back then. Because when Duncan got number 1, because he got it so early, and he was around his house all day, which I remember getting told off for swearing by his mum. You know, it's what happens when you're nearly 20. No, about nearly 20 it was just weird.
That's even weirder.
Yeah, still getting told off and apologising all day long and every day. But just seeing it was like brilliant. I got the underwater sections from the first one and got the other sections, but I don't think we finished it, but we got far enough. I'll move on to the Xbox 360 games. Blazing Angels 2, which is half the price of Blazing Angels 1. I like playing games. Have you played this one?
No, but I played the first one a little bit.
I have not played the first one.
It's kind of fun. It's sort of secret weapons over Normandy sort of stuff, you know. It's
that game.
It's quite good.
That game
It's not amazing or anything, but I think World War II stuff works better as a game than like modern you know, whatever it is, 22 Raptor kind of shit, like, you know. Because it's like, it's just, there's so much like speed and distance with modern planes. It's kind of boring. You know, you see a dot, you know, the tiniest dot, and it has a big crosshair over it, and you just press the button and you fucking kill it. You know, whereas with those, you're dogfighting and everything, and it's all kind of...
Dogfighting's awesome.
It's all sort of Star Wars-y, X-Wing-ish, you know, and cool. So, that's the whole reason George Lucas did those. I mean, when he did the X-Wings, he actually referenced World War II movies. To actually show proper dogfighting and stuff like that, you know. So, well, the thing is, when he did the like screenplay thing for Star Wars, and he was like storyboarding it, he actually used footage from World War II films. And he said, "I want this shot," and he would use the actual shot from the World War II thing, and they would recreate it using the models.
Yeah, that's cool because he did similar things with lightsaber fights as well, didn't he? With,
he did it with everything. And we saw the stuff for the speeder bikes.
Yeah. Yes, he had a videotape, but it was freaking excellent.
I had many videotapes, and
stuff that you never thought existed.
there was like making of stuff for Star Wars. They were so fucking rare.
Yeah,
they were. It took me about 3 years to actually 5 years, whatever it was, to get this collection of just scouring second-hand shops. Basically, when they brought out Empire, Star Wars, and Jedi on DVD, I think it was the white label one. Way before they remastered it and everything, way before that, they brought out a massive pile of like making of and special features and Ewok movies and all that shit in the same set.
Caravan of Courage.
Yes, in the same set. And very slowly I kind of picked it up. The only one I never got was the Ewok movie collection.
Yeah.
And I saw it as well. I never fucking bought it. Because it's Ewok movie.
Yeah, they're not good.
But they're not actually that bad, but they're not very good.
I love the way they continue.
The first one's better. The first one's better than the second one.
Slaughter everyone!
Yeah.
The whole reason the first film
No. Slaughter everyone except the most annoying character. Leave that one alive.
Yeah, for the whole film.
Yes. Yeah. But anyways.
Yes, we don't like the Ewok films, but they're alright.
They're alright.
Another in purchase. It's cost me £4. South Park: The Stick of Truth. I want to play this one because I love South Park. I've got up to like season 3 in the TV series, and everyone that's played this has said it's like it's an RPG version of the TV episode.
Yeah.
And it's like that's about a 10-12 hour game.
I'd say it was shorter than that. I'd say it's probably about 8 hours.
Which means I will play it.
But the thing is, it's either a very, 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 very short Final Fantasy-esque role-playing game, or it's a very, 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 very long episode of South Park. You could watch a cutscene of this and not know it was the game.
Yeah.
Or actually, just any part of the game that isn't fighting. Any part of the game that wasn't fighting, you wouldn't know at all it was a game. You just think you was watching South Park. I mean, I know South Park isn't the most technically advanced thing to copy, but it does look absolutely spot on. It is absolutely like exactly the same as the TV series.
It took them forever to release.
And it's really, really good. It's really good.
Remember, there's one little part that's censored in the UK.
No, there's 2 parts that are censored.
So they make jokes over it, didn't they?
Yes, it's actually censored in a funny way, but it is censored. to do with an anal probe and stuff. With
so, hey,
Cartman
you
and
can't
stuff.
have this version, but this is what happens anyway.
Yeah,
Sort of thing.
yeah.
So yeah, that's one that's definitely gonna get played. The next one I picked up because purely Aaron gave it for me for free, and that is Bully Scholarship Edition. The disc isn't great; it does need a real good load of work to probably get it working again. But you know what? I have actually been dying to play this. Now, we know when this came out it was full of controversy because it's a school, it's because of fighting and all that. But I'm sorry, for what I've seen of it, when I saw Champ Nut play this, it was fucking brilliant. It looked great fun. It just looked like a load of mates going around having fun doing missions for people. And it looked really good. Did you ever go and play it?
To be honest, I think it's kind of Grand Theft Auto with most of the fun things removed.
Oh, I love this series, but I just can't play this game. Sega Rally on the Xbox 360.
I have interesting stories, sort of, because I played a demo of it when it came out. Very first day it came out, I got the demo. I loved the Sega Rally. So I got the demo and I played the demo, and it was difficult. It didn't feel like right, and I didn't like it. And I stopped playing it and I deleted it. And then about a month or two later, I was like, well, I really like Sega Rally. And I put it on again. I downloaded it again, I put it on, I played it again. It was still too hard, it still didn't feel right. And I turned it off and I deleted it. Now, again, about another 2 months later, now I don't normally do this shit, you know. I thought I'd give it another try. And I sat there to persevere with it. And I did persevere with it. And I got to the point where I could get first place on the demo. And that was it. I was fucking hooked. Yeah. And that's the thing. You need to get to that point.
Yeah.
You need to get to that point.
There is exactly what Adrian said. It's so freaking difficult, but once you get up to that point where you can win, that's it.
Yeah.
You're in there.
Yeah.
And I played a few hours. I fucking couldn't. I just got frustrated.
You got to keep playing.
Really
you just got to keep playing it. And I mean, you'd be better off with the Sega Rally Online thing. I don't think that's even there anymore, is it?
That's gone. It's another thing that's gone. Yeah.
Along with Afterburner, Outrun, and all the other online arcade ones that were awesome and not there anymore.
Yes, but we can still play them if we bought them on your 360, so they are still there. They just can't rebuy them.
You can't rebuy them. Yes.
No. A couple of really cheap games I paid. There's 50p each for these. Inferno, Hell's Vengeance.
Which actually looks kind of cool.
I played. No, is it this one that came out on the original Xbox?
I don't think so.
No, it's not. It's something. No, that's Hell's something. Yeah. So no, no, yeah.
No, but yeah, but no.
But we don't like that, do we? You didn't want to do that, now, did ya? Yeah.
Pity.
Third-person horror-y. But yeah, it looks like it was an escape from hell type situation.
Yeah, it looks quite good. It looks quite actiony. It looks very actiony. It's not like a survival horror.
The main hero's name is Ryan Lennox.
Yeah. That does sound like a kind of it does sound, you could pretty much have that character in any kind of action thing at all, and it would sound right.
A former Ephelite spy is now seeking revenge. What? Ephelite spy? What the fuck's an Ephelite spy?
Ethelite. I don't know. Probably a company. Probably an evil umbrella-esque thing. I don't know.
You can collect up to 30 achievements. Dust particles, superior textures. Yeah. So yeah, next game. I really freaking like this next game, but I didn't keep it for very long. And that is Split Second.
Yes, I love my Burnout, and it is pretty much Burnout.
Yeah.
The only problem I have with it, I think, is it's a little bit too easy to crash. Oh, there's an awful lot on screen. Yeah, it's very fast. There's a lot on screen, and it's very easy to crash.
I love the way buildings and planes land on you. That is so cool. There is so much.
The multiplayer on that was fantastic. Yeah. My biggest problem with it, and why I never actually, I played it a fair bit with other people and stuff, but I never actually picked it up myself because I played it on the PS3, and it didn't have proper wheel support. And at the time,
oh my god, yeah, that steering wheel of yours.
At the time, I was like, no, I am not playing this if I can't use my steering wheel.
GT60? No, what was it you had? Oh, what was it called? Your steering wheel?
No, the GT,
that's an amazing steering wheel. But don't hold it when you turn the fucking thing when you plug it in. Your arms get ripped off.
Right, the problem with this steering wheel was big fucking thing. And big fucking wheel. And
it's in storage because I can't see it.
I put it down. And I was playing a game. and I stopped, and I decided to eat my dinner.
I can see where this is going.
Which was a lovely big Sunday roast, all covered in lovely gravy and potatoes and apple sauce and loveliness. And I put it down there, right next to the wheel. And then I turned my machine off. Oh yeah. When you do that, the wheel resets itself. To reset itself, it turns 3 times
Very
in one
violently,
direction,
I might add.
3 times in the other direction. So the first direction saw it go straight through my lovely plates of Sunday dinner. Now, like I said, it then goes in the other direction, going back through the plate and smothering the entire fucking carpet in gravy, apple sauce and lovely nutritious food. Yeah.
The carpet was appreciative.
I was not pleased.
Yeah. I mean, you could not put your hands on that thing when you turn it on because it would rip your arms out the socket. But it was so good.
I remember
amazing.
when I turned it on for Chris.
Yeah.
I turned it on for Chris.
Yeah.
And I said to him, be really careful because it has got like a lot of force feedback on it.
Chris and Anthony had up that night.
Yes,
wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
And Chris was like, fuck, you're not kidding me, it's trying to rip my fucking hands off.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yeah, I'll do that. You know.
Yeah, awesome. Well,
You go.
you made your own little stand thing for it as well.
Yeah, I
didn't
actually
you?
made a custom
Yeah,
stand,
custom
so
stand, that's
it
cool.
basically locked. I didn't, rather than have like a big rig or anything like that.
Yeah.
I just made a custom stand. It goes underneath like the thighs and over the knees, and it locks in, and it keeps it lovely and steady. And you can just use it, you know, like a normal controller. It was great.
It was amazing for what is it, Initial D?
Initial D, yeah. It was
really,
essential for
really
Initial
good.
D.
Yeah,
You have
really, really
Initial
good.
D Extreme Stage on the PS3 import. It's essential, really. I'm still actually,
Really, really good.
actually a little bit faster with the pad on that game.
Yeah.
But it's so much better to play with the wheel. It really is.
Such a nice wheel. Definitely the best wheel I've ever used by far.
Yeah.
Better than the Dreamcast one or even the Saturn one.
I wish I could afford a wheel for the next game.
Yeah. Yeah, so the next game being a different game. It's already released on the Xbox One, but there's a totally different version of it available on the Xbox 360. That is Forza Horizon 2.
Well, it's not totally different. It has the same map. It
Same
has the same cars. What it does have
Invisible walls.
is completely different events. Yeah,
Yeah.
You can't go off-road, you can't explore, and it has completely different events. And there's like no really any off-road events and stuff. It's very, very different. Very, very different.
Yeah.
And it has completely different showcases as well.
Does it?
Yeah, all the
cool.
showcases are completely different in that game.
I mean, I played this to death on the Xbony, so this was an amazing pickup. I picked up this plus 2 bags of Skylanders for a £5, and the woman said that if I didn't pick them up on the day, she was just going to take them down the tip. So, Chris, we're going to Broadstairs, and yeah, so yeah. I mean, I've not. That's what I'm talking about. I have played it because the startup's almost the same.
Yeah.
Startup is the exact
Yeah.
same course as the Xbox One, and I've done the Startup Championship. I got my first drive blah 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 car and all.
And it looks fairly decent.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's too chuggy or anything. It's not like Titanfall where it runs super chuggy. It doesn't run as well as the Xbox One version, but it's not too bad.
Yeah. So I'm going to start the next one off with the story. So myself, and my good friend Tony Ricks, our good friend Mr. Rixie. Hello, Mr. Rixie. We was doing a trade. I had some Star Wars broken bits and bobs, and he had some mask bits and bobs, and I had a little bit of credit with him. And so I was going to go over there, you know, swap the Star Wars for the mask and a few other bits and all that. Now he thought having me around to actually let him do a little bit of tidying up was okay. So we started doing the trade. A lot of stuff is in the garage he has. Not a garage, sorry, a shed. And yeah, I got him working for 9.5 hours, putting everything in order. And I mean, the place was upside down where he just stored stuff in there. But when I left, that place was immaculate. And yeah, if you follow like my posts on Facebook or something, you'll see him mention it in quite a long. But on the same day, I tried oysters for the first time, and I don't like them, and I don't not like them. I don't like the fact that I eat them and they're alive as well.
They still taste like disgusting snot and the contents of a used condom.
Didn't chuck it.
But
yeah, but anyway, so all the stuff and all the dealings we did this, I mean, check this picture out. I've got so much stuff here. Super Mega Drive games. I've got a never ever used Dreamcast steering wheel. God damn it, I'm doing this all off memory. I've got a really weird multi adapter for the PS2. What's it called? Multi-tap for the PS2, where the 4 are actually up in a row. I've got a Mario DS scale electric thing which you can't see, that's for the door. I set that up and that's absolutely brilliant. I've got t-shirts. I've got a Night Zero Republic one for Tony, which is around somewhere.
Yes, it's cool.
I've got this really cool bag, I think it was Capcom stuff. Just so much stuff. I mean, just look at the picture, it's really cool. I've got loads of empty cases for the Mega Drive stuff I needed. I've got really cool little James Bond car. I've got 2 Duke pads. I've got loads of really weird Mega Drive pads. I've got a weird PlayStation 1 pad, tiny little thing, and yeah, stuff. I've got some games, and the games I've got, I'm going to go through quickly because this video is too long as it is. But anyway, Tony, when am I coming around to clean your next garage up? Madden NFL 96. I've never played none of these.
Very competent games. They did actually see like a big resurgence in people actually playing American football.
Yeah, especially in the Mega Drive, because these went nuts in America.
Yeah.
For the
but I mean here, I mean over in this country.
In this country,
there's an awful lot of people, because I was playing American football, and it basically it taught. I mean, this taught me.
Yeah.
This taught me. Basically how it's played and how the plays work and everything. I used to watch it on TV, but I never quite got it properly. When it was on Channel 4, it was never really explained, so there was a lot of stuff I didn't quite get. And actually playing it on the Mega Drive and stuff, and it really made it all make sense. So yeah, you know, they're actually really good. They're not, I'm not going to say they're simple, because they're not really any more simple than the most recent ones. I mean, you have the odd sort of extra thing you can do now, but yeah,
graphics are a little bit better these days.
The graphics are loads better, but I mean, actual sort of gameplay and the basic thing.
When it comes to gameplay, Madden games, just check me playing that 32X fucking American football game. I have a clue. Yeah. Just
choose the play. I like choosing running players. Like, well, I don't know what that is. What's a passing play?
Rugby World Cup 1995. EA Sports.
It has the weird FIFA perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's
three.
Yeah,
Weird
there was one that I used to play. I don't know which one it was. With the rugby, I actually quite enjoyed.
But about 3 or 4 different ones. Wasn't
yeah, there were quite a few. But it was overhead, like kick-off, sensible soccer sort of style. And rugby's all right, but I've never really got on with it because you can't hit people.
That was someone's name, wasn't it?
What?
Some blah blah blah. Rugby.
Joe Malumu?
Something like that, yeah.
Joe Malumu.
Joe Nalomo.
But one of the bloody guys who did the hacker and stuff, I can't remember. But yes, it was good. I never got on with rugby because you can't hit off the ball, you know. It's like with American football, you can hit anybody on the other team. It's great. With rugby, you can only hit the guy that's got the ball. That sucks. I like to hit everybody. I'm an equal opportunity bastard, you know.
Yeah. NBA Live 95. Which again is the FIFA perspective. They all seem to be.
Yes, they did. After Madden, after FIFA come along, they all use that FIFA engine, apart from Madden, thank God.
Yeah. So I played like NBA Jam. This seems to be a proper like 5.
It's a proper thing.
Yeah.
I had a friend Stuart, and he played these to death, and he loved them. I only really like NBA Jam, and also the fantastic 3-on-3 one that's on the Neo Geo.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic one.
Oh, is
it's
it?
just like NBA
the
Jam.
Dreamcast one, because one of the Dreamcast was fucking
It's
excellent.
just like NBA Jam, only, I can't, Street Slam basketball or something. It's really good on the Neo Geo. Really, really good. As is most things, to be honest. And that's not just being a fanboy.
So, a couple more pickups from Play Away from the original PlayStation. I got Poochie Carrot.
Which is a puzzle game.
Yes, which I was informed by Jason is that I've got on a collection on the PS2.
Taito Classic Collection, whatever it is.
Yeah, it'd be one of them, wouldn't it? 'Cause there's 2 of them in there. Yeah, it's one of those fire up the screen ones. It's very Arkanoid, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does a bit. With a little thing at the bottom. But puzzle bobble-ish, you can see it's still puzzle bobble there.
Yeah. Actually quite look forward to play.
Yeah, they're quite fun. I love those sort of things.
And something he's going to point out before he says it.
No, no, it's not my fault you missed it.
He shoves it in my face because at long last I have a copy of Batman the Brave and the Bold.
The video game.
We did a first play of this
ages ago. Yeah, years ago.
It was freaking brilliant. We really
so good.
enjoyed playing this.
I mean, people pay a fortune for the Revenge of the Joker on like the Mega Drive and the SNES, and this is a better game.
It's really,
it costs £2.
Yeah.
It's the same sort of thing. It is much better. I believe it's done by Way Forward, who did the Shantae games and
Way
stuff.
Forward.
Yeah, they did the Shantae games and everything. So that gives you an idea of the quality.
Shantae games are awesome.
Of the quality and what's basically involved with this. It's very good. It's an essential purchase.
Check this out.
That is an essential purchase for like anyone.
How many times have I picked this up on our journeys?
Yeah,
on my own.
every time it's no manual. Every time.
Kind of makes you think, this is one of the games that didn't have a manual.
It's actually super annoying because the amount of times you had a really good bundle of like 3 or 4 games, and it was like 4 for a tenner or 3 for a tenner, and you took them up. And
always the one didn't have a manual.
It was always Batman and didn't have the manual.
One.
It was always Batman didn't have a manual. So you put back a lot of good games because Batman didn't have a manual, and but you have Batman now.
I have it now. Yeah, so happy. I mean, we had so much fun playing that one as well. A lot more fun than we had playing the Mega Drive one.
Mega Drive one was still great, but
it was so
it's
hard. We couldn't
bloody Harley Quinn. No, we didn't not get past Harley Quinn and the bouncing head thing.
That was difficult. So, on a recent trip to Southend, I popped into our buddy Ali's shop, which is the Retro Hunter up in Southend. But yeah, it was really cool. As I sit in there, had a nice long chat with the guy. Picked up some games when I was in there. I got a freebie before he says anything about this because he's staring at it now. I'm going to get him to get it out.
It's bad. I mentioned it earlier.
Get it out of the way first. This was a freebie though. Bubsby.
Bubsby was the little yellow thing that used to advertise BT. It was like a little bird. Remember that shit?
My god, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Remember, this isn't as bad as the 3D Bubsy on the PlayStation. That is the worst Bubsy possible. That is well bad.
It's pretty bad.
That bad. Yeah. I haven't played this. I'm going to. Well, actually, I'll probably let Kira play it.
No, don't play it. Play the other game you got instead because it's much better.
Yeah, at long fricking last, the game I've picked up so many times. No manual or just too expensive. Really, I mean, one thing I'll say about Ali's shop is he has got really good prices. He's got fantastic prices. Retro Hunter
discount.
And that is Dynamite Heady. What a fantastic game. Treasure game, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
That doesn't even say it's Treasure game.
I mean, honestly,
what a good game.
Honestly, it's probably one of the weakest of the Treasure games. But that's not saying much. It's still fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
On the Mega Drive, I think it's definitely on the Mega Drive. Apart from McDonald Land, it's the weakest of the Treasure games.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I've ever got very far in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, it's difficult.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
I think it's honestly a lot easier than Alien Soldier or Gunstar Heroes.
Alien Soldier, I shot through that game.
Yes, the hack version, yes.
There's proof. Watch the first play. That was weird. But yeah, no, these games, I love all the Treasure games, and I say that a lot. Don't die.
Yes. The thing is, you didn't discover them until, like, I don't know. Even though you played Guardian Heroes,
I didn't know there was a Treasure game.
And you played Radiant Silvergun.
Radiant Silvergun is when Treasure actually first came onto my radar. Radiant Silvergun, and then Sin and Punishment, because Adrian got the Japanese Sin and Punishment, and yeah, I then knew who Treasure were.
Yeah, and you didn't get into seriously with Treasure until like Gunstar Heroes come out on the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Then you were like, oh, I want to get all the old ones now.
Yeah. Bangai Treasure as well. That was really good. But the stupid one on the PSP, what's that about? No, not the PSP, sorry. Xbox 360, the download one. What's that about? That's just weird. It's like a missile simulator or something.
Yeah, the DS one was alright.
I got that Bangai. And it goes on the N64 as well, if I remember correctly. Not the second bundle. The first game I've got is Bulletstorm. I got this in the game sales. You can say it's 11. You can see it's 11.99.
They can say it if they want. We're not going to stop them.
We want you to say it when you put in the comics down below. The comics. You've got comics down below.
No.
No comics down there.
My comics are behind there.
Yeah. I got this because I played for it on 360. Thought it was okay, but you could beat Duke Nukem. He doesn't like Duke Nukem. I do. I'm that immature adult. I really am. And it's so funny.
No, I like stupid, immature humour, but also I like immature humour, but that's just too stupid. It's just I find him really fucking irritating. I mean, if I had him as an action figure as a kid, and it was a character, I would have just buried him in the garden and left him there. You know, he would have just died in action, and he would have just been buried in this ceremony. Yeah, and he would have stayed there until, like, I don't know, many years later when some family is planting potatoes or something, or building a conservatory and then finds him, you know.
Still in immaculate condition.
No, it'd be a bit muddy.
I'm playing through this one at the moment, and just replaced. There's a DLC code you can get. You can either buy it or you can pre-order, or you get it with like a pre-order thing at Game. This version, full clip edition. They just replaced the main character with Duke, and they've recorded all new lions for it, and it's alright. The game itself is actually good.
They recorded new lions.
New lions, yeah. Like they're playing in the background as you actually fight the lions.
In the jungle,
this is like
the mighty jungle, the lion.
Thief 17. Yes, I played the last one for like a couple of hours. Realised how addicted I could get and stopped playing it. So yeah, it's got a single player mode for it this time, and apparently it's really, really long-winded, but I'll play it. It's FIFA. You know what FIFA is. But anyway, that was a freaking long one, and we're at the end, guys. So any thoughts? Yes, pop them down below. How are you guys getting on with the PlayStation VR? If you've got yourself a PlayStation VR, are you suffering from motion sickness? Because I did like freaking crazy. As soon as I was playing games, as soon as there was a lot of emotion, a lot of motions going side to side, I just couldn't deal with it, which really sucks because I was really enjoying it, really enjoying it. And there's lots of pickups. As you know, you've had lots of videos from. They should be released by now anyway, with all the shop videos and so forth. And another unfortunate bye-bye to Playaway, and happy retirement to Ian, and a big thank you to like Gavin and Richard and all the staff at Playaway, because through the years you guys have been fantastic. You've always been great conversation, and I liked my coffees. I'm going to miss my coffees and my chats. But yeah, anyway guys, as always, take care. Every time I've picked this up in a shop, it's had no pricking.
Pricking.
No pricking.
It's got no pricking in it. He's not buying it.
Yeah.